Hi, this is my review and reaction to The People Upstairs, directed by Ha Jung-woo. The People Upstairs follows Gong Hyo-jin's Chong-ah and her husband Kim Dong-wook's Hyun-soo, who suffer sleepless nights thanks to the passionate couple living above them. Hoping to ease tensions, Chong-ah invites them over for dinner, and once to force it down, the conversations start to flow. Right from the start, what really stood out to me is how fast and constant the dialogue is. About 5 minutes in, I caught myself thinking, Gong Hyo-jin and Kim Dong-wook have not stopped talking since they've started this conversation. And that non-stop dialogue continues through most of the 1 hour and 48-minute runtime. Fortunately, the heavy dialogue doesn't detract. It's actually the core to the film's enjoyment. The banter between Chong-ah and Hyun-soo felt exactly like a veteran couple, like two people who've been married long enough to develop a shorthand, know each other's quirks, and know exactly how to get under each other's skin. You get a strong sense of their dynamic before the main dinner starts, when Mr. Kim, played by Ha Jung-woo, and Soo-kyung, played by Hanee, join the picture. Mr. Kim is a teacher, and Soo-kyung is a therapist who cannot resist offering unsolicited psychoanalysis of every person and situation. At the start, I found a lot of familiarity and enjoyment in the dinner setup. Gong Hyo-jin is playing the more enthusiastic host who actually wants to invite the guests, and that did hit close to home. Like the whole experience of inviting another couple you barely know, hoping to form new friendships, and stumbling through the cliche small talk in those initial awkward moments. It's portrayed really well here. But before long, we learn that Mr. Kim and Soo-kyung are very open about their, let's say, swinger lifestyle, and they're proud to talk about it openly. They even extend the invitation to Chong-ah and Hyun-soo. And while the dialogue can get sensual and descriptive, nothing explicit is shown. Like the most graphic visuals are actually just food prep with imagery tied to fruits and vegetables. And honestly, the swinger angle isn't what the movie is about. It's just a fun mechanism to expose just how far Chong-ah and Hyun-soo have drifted and how little they understand each other's current emotional state. The movie is adapted from the Spanish film Sentimental, which itself comes from a stage play. And you can absolutely feel the stage play DNA in the movie. It's 4 people in a single location relying entirely on acting and dialogue to carry the film. All 4 actors deliver, but I do want to call out Kim Dong-wook. His portrayal of the smart aleck husband was so effective that by the end he was genuinely pissing me off, which I mean as a compliment. Like he really brought that character to life, maybe a little too well. Ha Jung-woo, the director, deserves credit for keeping the pace active despite the confined setting. Even though it's 4 people in one apartment, I never felt the need for a change of scenery. There are a few clever needle drops that give you brief breaks in the non-stop dialogue. But even then, pay attention to the lyrics. They often match the situation in funny ways. I do have a couple of bones to pick. First, the apartment looks like it was copied out of a IKEA showroom. And sure, it can be pretty, but it doesn't resemble any Korean apartment I've seen. Also, it didn't have a homey, lived-in feeling to it. And secondly, some of the characters' late movie realizations felt kind of abrupt. So a few of the emotional beats wasn't entirely convincing. All in all, this is a smart, witty film built on strong performances and an even stronger script. It's an exploration of relationships that have gone stale and about conversations that don't actually communicate anything. If you're into Woody Allen movies or dialogue-heavy films like My Dinner with Andre, you'll probably enjoy this one as well. It feels tailor-made for adults in their 30s, especially for those who are married or have been in long-term relationships. But if you're not a Korean speaker, this is gonna be an epic workout in reading subtitles. I think a lot of the enjoyment will depend on how well the translator relayed that script. To close, I will give The People Upstairs 3.5 out of 5. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.